Hey guys, it's Claire and I'm eating pretzel crisps while filming this video, and it's probably not a smart idea, but every once in a while I do something stupid. So very last minute once again, the last couple days of February, trying to scramble. I'm really trying to get this video up in like 3 hours, so but let's go through all the books I read this month. I read 17 and I am about almost a third of the way into my 18th book. I've definitely been in a reading slump this month, so I'm really hoping that in March I can break out of that. I was also a little too lazy to get out all the books I read, so I only got out a couple of my favorites to show you. Let's start. I started off the month reading It's a Date Again by Geneva Rose. I gave it 5 stars. I've been really trying this year to be conscious about my 5 stars and be very selective about which books I give 5 stars to. But I absolutely loved It's a Date Again. It was so cute. The whole time I was literally screaming, "You want the best friend." If you like romance, if you like Geneva Rose, if you're bored, it's a great book. It really is. Then I read probably one of my favorite books I have ever read, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Because people hyped this up so much, I really thought it was going to suck, but I was crying most of this book. Another 5-star read. We started out this month very strong. Then I finally finished the original Flowers in the Attic series prequel, Garden of Shadows, and it's about Olivia and Malcolm and how that dynamic made Corinne crazy. Okay? I gave it 3 stars. I listened to it. Definitely could not read the book. I have the book. I just didn't read it. Now, there is a reason I was not born in the 19 whatever the hell, because I don't put up with anything. If you piss me off, we're done. Like, I don't care. So, I would probably be like a boost. We're gonna say a boost so YouTube doesn't flag this video for me running my mouth at men who are stupid. Like, I would have left a long time ago. I don't know why she stayed. I mean, she needed that validation clearly, and also you didn't get divorced back then, but another clear case of why, unless you are drunken in Vegas, you do not get married within 3 weeks of knowing somebody. Another one, thank you. Taylor Jenkins Reid, okay? My next book I have literally over there to read is Malibu Rising. These 2 books, oh my god, just so good. Like, when you find out who's writing the biography, you will like lose your mind. And then the note that, I forget the girlfriend's name in the book, the main character, the guy, Rockstar's girlfriend, the note that she writes after she died, like she writes a note for her husband to read after her death. Call Daisy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 5 stars. Then I listened to The Gift by Breda McFadden. It was like a 1.5 hour little short book. I gave it 3 stars. Definitely not one of my favorites of hers, but she has too many to really sift through. Then I listened to We All Fall Down by Natalie Richards. I gave it 3 stars, but I honestly could not tell you what it was about because I already forgot. I read All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby, and it was definitely slower to get into than Razorblade Tears, which I finished in 2 days. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I did give it 4 stars. Then I listened to #Crime Time by Geneva Rose and her husband Drew Pine. It was super cute. I gave it 3 stars. I wanted to punch the brother upside the head. And the dad's accent, parts of the book were pretty ridiculous, but overall it was pretty cute. Then I finally read my first Ali Hazelwood, and if all of her books are going to be like this, then I'm gonna like them. 5 stars. I love chess. I grew up playing chess. I probably started playing chess when I was 3 or 4. So most of what they were talking about I understood. I don't understand moves. I don't think ahead. I can't like read a board and be like, knight to f6 or whatever, you know? I don't even think you can move a knight to f6. But the lingo is pretty like, okay, I know generally what they're talking about. And this man, can I have him? Please. He's like perfect. Then I read Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley, and it was one of my blind dates with a book that Keely from Ink Drinkers Anonymous put together, and it was so cute. I gave it 4 stars. Then I read probably the most disappointing book I've read so far this year, The Chaperone by M. Hendricks. It is about kind of like a post-apocalyptic, Jesus, world, kind of like a Hunger Games scenario where the government kind of controls literally everything. the government already tries to control everything, but like to the point where people are themselves being controlled. Their chaperones are put in place to watch everything that the girls do, but the main character, all of her chaperones have been trying to get her out. And so she realizes, I don't want to be controlled. My dad's literally trying to set me up for marriage with a guy who abuses me, you know. Like, she can't even speak without being spoken to first. And so she's finally like, okay. So she goes on this long journey, right? And she's literally putting so many people's lives in danger. And it's kind of like the God Squad and like the, you know, the Mormon community where like, you're not Amish, but like, you can't get out of that community because the God Squad will go after you. So like, people are chasing her. People are dying that are trying to protect her. It is like Holocaust scenario that she's being hidden in people's homes. And all these people are dying. And then once she gets out, she's finally like, I'm going to be a chaperone. I want to go back. And I'm just like, no. No, ma'am. I would go off the grid. I would find a nice island somewhere where I can stay indoors and look at the beautiful view. Oh, it pissed me off to no end when she went back. 3 stars. Then I finally got around to reading my February book of the month, Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, about a girl who gets pregnant and falls in love with someone who's not the baby daddy. But the baby daddy isn't a problem. He's like super nice and wanting to be in the picture, but not like be her man. So it's all great. It's super cute, super sweet, 5 stars. Then I read Heart in Your Hands by Emma Humphreys. She's a Muncie author, so of course I had to read it. I gave it 3 stars. There were parts of it I really loved, but I thought the book was too short for one. And yeah, I can't even remember what my Goodreads thing said, but too short. It was very sexual too. It was like the reason we have to be together is because we have good sex, and I'm just like, okay. And you know, I had to read The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy because it is about Gary Graham's daughter, and of course he names her Gigi because that is his nickname. Okay, ma'am's getting it. She's literally the new Garrett, right? It was super cute. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Will I probably read the rest of it? No. Like the rest of that, if they make, she has like 10 different series within the same universe, but it was cute for what it was. Then I listened to For Found Dead by Natalie Richards, 3 stars. I got lost a lot. In the fact that it was in a mall. I think there was a gay character, but it wasn't really like, it was so not spoon-fed to you that you really didn't know what was going on. And then I tried to read Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin. This woman goes on so many different tangents for like half a page. The next half of the page is completely about something different for like 2 pages. And like none of it connects. And I gave it 1 star. I had to stop halfway through. I thought it was the most boring thing I've ever read. Anyone who actually read the book and enjoyed it, and I'm eating and talking, please tell me what you actually enjoyed about that book because it wasn't registering for me. Then I listened to Move the Body, Heal the Mind by Jennifer Heiss. Gave it 3 stars. I kind of listened to it while I was taking a nap, but I really enjoyed how story-based it was. Every time I kept coming in and out of sleep, I'm like, is this like a book or like a self-help thing? Because I don't know. But it made it really easy to get through. And I'm currently reading Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I will not have that finished by the time this goes up, but it will be in my next one. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my next podcast episode coming out on Saturday. And I will see you guys in the next one.